Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Angelica Salvanita Nudireja. I'm from Pajajaran University, Bandung, Indonesia. Today, I'd like to tell you about my research with the title of Immunoinformatics Study in Predicting Cytotoxic T lymphocyte epitopes of SARS-CoV-2 nucleocapsid protein. In December 2019, SARS-CoV-2 as a new coronavirus was discovered in Wuhan. It was decided as a COVID-19 by the WHO. January 2020, WHO declared COVID-19 a global pandemic, while the first case in Indonesia was reported in March 2020. Until now, it was recorded on 5 July 2021 that WHO reported there were 186 million confirmed cases with 400 deaths in the world. And then in Indonesia, on 7 July 2021, there were 2 million confirmed cases with 63,000 deaths. And then transmission of SARS-CoV-2 spreads very quickly from human to human through coughing and sneezing directly or indirectly into the respiratory tract. And the symptoms of COVID-19 is a fever, pneumonia, or inflammatory respiratory symptoms. And then to stop this pandemic, we can implementing health protocols, vaccinations, and diagnostics. Vaccinations is one way to stop the current pandemic. Epitope is the part of an antigen that is recognized by the immune system, specifically by antibodies, B cells, and T cells. And then T cells, more T cells responses are generated in COVID-19 patients, making it possible to develop a epitope-based vaccine that can enhance memory T cells against pathogens. T cells have two types, is cytotoxic T cells and helper T cells. And then the advantage of epitope-based vaccines are high specificity in evoking an immune response, high purity, large production capacity, and then cost-effective production. To develop an epitope-based vaccines, immunoinformatics can be used, which will predict the peptide method with MHC. MHC has a very wide polymorphism, and then polymorphism can be divided by region in Asia, America, Europe, and Africa. Study offered HLA allelic diversity among 838 population groups as shown in diagrams. Asian countries have found HLA-2, HLA-B40, and DRB1 15. HLA Indonesia has similarities with Southeast Asia countries. However, Indonesia has unique and different characteristics of HLA. In Indonesia, selected HLA by the region and ethnicity. And then immunoinformatics can use toxicity, predict allergenicity, predict, and then conserve epitope, homology modeling, and evaluation of model. This research use methodology is Indonesian SARS-CoV-2 sequence collections, and then predictions of cytotoxic lymphocytes, epitopes against MHC class 1, and then toxicity and allergenicity prediction, conservancy analysis epitopes, and then the last homology modeling molecular. Results for this research is first Indonesian sequence were collected from GSAID in FASTA format, and then all Indonesian sequence were alignment with the Wuhan sequence as standard using BioVia. And then one of the sequence is retrieved with no mutation in sequence of Indonesia. And then epitope was predicted using net MHC pen 4.1 on selected sequence. And then we selected the majority of HLA found in the population in Indonesia. And then especially HLA selected in Japanese and Sundanese ethnic groups. The three HLA alleles produce varied epitopes. In table 1, epitope selection was carried out based on the value of EL score and the bind level. In bind level, a strong binder and or a weak binder can be selected. Bind level indicates that a peptide from a nucleocapsid protein has been identified. This prediction is an early stage to screen for peptides, so it is necessary to use other prediction tools to review and screen for peptide safety. And then first, we predicted the epitope toxicity of each HLA using toxin PRED, and then non-toxin results refer to the SVM score, where the more negative the epitopes is not toxic. The result showed that all the predicted peptides were not toxin. So we can conclude that these epitopes are probably non-toxin. And then we predicted the allergenicity using AlertSop with the result in table 2. And the epitope selected by the result of non-allergen. Next, alignment was carried out using a BLASP to see the homology of the epitopes with a human protein. Alignment can predict epitope autoimmunity in humans. If the alignment shows the percent identity above 60%, then the epitopes can cause autoimmunity. In addition, the alignment of the epitopes with human protein must have a gap so that autoimmunity doesn't occur. And then, in this result, epitope was alignment with sequence Indonesia for C, the conservancy epitope. This conservancy analysis using IEDB programs and the epitope selected by minimum identity. And then the epitopes with the lowest DOP score was chosen from 50 models because the lowest DOP score was the best quality model. And then the structure of epitope and HLA evaluated using project with result is a Ramachandran plot. And then epitope structure that have been evaluated had results above 90% in the favored areas, suggesting that the epitope has been well modeled. And then conclusion for this research is 5 nucleocapsid epitopes in Indonesia have been selected based on predictions of non-toxin, non-allergens, and 90% epitope conservancy. In addition, these 5 epitopes have a good structural model after evaluating with the Ramachandran plot. We realize that this research is a preliminary study, so that further validation is needed. We hope our results provide an overview of potential epitopes of SARS-CoV-2 as a vaccine candidates. And then this is a reference I used in this research. And then thank you.